Hello guys, welcome to the series of tutorial on Angular material with Angular. In the previous video, we have seen how to install Angular material in our Angular application. In this tutorial, we will verify that the installation is completed and it works fine by adding one of the Angular material component or UI element. Generally, to add any Angular material component or UI element such as button, calendar, header, etc. in your application, you need to follow three main steps. Step 1 is you need to add API reference for Angular material component in the app.module.ts file by importing it. And the second step is you need to add imported components module in the imports array of app.module.ts file. And the third step is you need to use it in your Angular components HTML file wherever it is required. For example, if you want to add a button in your application, the first step would be you need to import mat button module in the app.module.ts file. And the second step will be importing that mat button module into imports array. And the third step is in the component whichever you have created for Angular materials elements, you need to use that button in the HTML component. So let's take button as an example and we'll see how we can code that one in our application. For that one, open the code editor. As we know, the first step is we need to add API reference in our app.module.ts file. So this is the app.module.ts file. Go to top and in the place where you are adding all the imports, add the import code for button. For button, you need to import mat button module. Now the first step is completed where we have added code for importing this module. The second step is we need to add this one to imports array. So let's copy this module and scroll down. You can see there is an array by name imports. In this one, include the module for button. We are done with two steps. And the third step is we need to use this button in our HTML template file. Let me create one component quickly, which one we can use it for our Angular materials, all UI elements. To add a component, you can use ng generate component, ng g space c, then give the name for your component. That one I'm giving here as Angular mat, that is ANG MAT. Now you can see component has been created here. Go to that components TypeScript file and copy the selector name and go to app.component.html file and here you need to add that tag. Let me add this one, save this one, and before adding button to this HTML file, let me preview this one how it looks. Here you can observe the default content or text which is added while creation of component that is being displayed on the web page. Let me go back to editor. This is the HTML template which we have created just now. There are different types of buttons available in Angular material. For this instance, let me add three simple buttons into this HTML template file. For that one, let me create buttons first. Now we have three different buttons here. To use Angular materials button UI component or UI element in our application, we need to add a attribute called mat-button within our tag. Similarly, there is another type of button which is raised button. For that one, you need to mention as mat-raised-button. And for third one, I will add as mat-stroked-button. And within these buttons, I'll add the names for these buttons. First one is the simple one, and second one is the raised button, and the third one is stroked button. You don't need to bother about what kind of buttons are these. In the later series, I will be explaining you in detail the different types of buttons. In this particular video, we are only interested in testing the Angular installation, whether it is working fine or not. By adding these three buttons, we are done with the third step as well. So now we have completed adding the button in our Angular application. Now save all the files and go back to browser. Now you can observe there are three buttons are added into our web page, and these are with predefined styles which comes with Angular material. Each one have its own properties. By this we can confirm that Angular material has been installed properly in our application. In the later videos we'll see different types of buttons, icons and other different UI elements which are available in our Angular material. That's it guys for this video. Thanks for watching this. If you like this video, please click on like button, share it with others and subscribe to my channel.